Hi, welcome to Allie's Space 2 Craft, and here I'm completing a two-page layout from one of the page kits I put together. Actually, I took this page kit on the cruise and I didn't get to it, and so I'm doing it at my retreat, my long weekend retreat. That was fantastic. So I have some Creative Memories paper, this gray paper, and I selected gray for the background papers because the stones in the ruins that we were visiting were very gray, and so I'm kind of leaning into the gray and then the greens and teals of the jungle. This is Coba, which is a set of ruins near Playa del Carmen in Mexico. So I have this paper from a travel paper pad, and it's got compasses on it, and then that ombre green to teal, and then the compasses were in a teal. So I'm really happy with that. And I decide that I'm going to make this chain link border strip to include on it. I have to, I want it to show only the gray, and make sure that I don't have any seams showing, and it just works. So I do a couple of those. I had tried a different, like a zigzag border strip too, and it didn't cover it as well, and I just liked the look of the chain link better than the other one. And I am going to ink, and I'm using the Hickory Smoke gray ink, just leaning into that. And this looks a little like solid gray, but it's really mottled, so it sort of counts as a tone-on-tone pattern paper. And the video is sped up 3.5 times, the whole video, until the very end. And of course I can't do any of the real-time on here, real-time audio, because there was a party going on. There was always stuff happening during the retreat. I think we had 12 women, and we had a great time. We had a massage therapist that came for 2 days, and so we all got massages of varying lengths. It's our sort of relaxation and get some crafting done and visiting and catching up weekend. So I really like this as a starting point, base pages for this two-page layout. And I'm going to trim the photos. I have quite a few photos, and I really want to fit all of them on there. So I am trimming them quite a bit, and trying not to eliminate a lot of important parts of the photos. Make sure that you can still get the essence. But we did have a lot of photos, and these are even filtered down from what I took. So I have this picture of my dad riding a bike because he didn't fit in the little rickshaw thing that we took from the parking lot to the ruins, and so he had to ride a bike, which he was a little wobbly on at the time, if I remember. And then there's another picture of a monkey head that's carved into the stones. So I'm going to in order to fit those two on there, I'm going to cut them in a circle. Now, I don't have all my circle dies with me. I just have this one set and they're stitched. And so I don't like to use that for photos and have stitched, faux stitching on the photos. So I'm going to just draw on here, and I didn't have my Creative Memory circle cutters with me, but this works. You just have to figure out how to get it where you want it on the back side. I was like, can I mark it? Can I do that? And then when you flip it over, you're not guaranteed it's in the right place. But I make it work. So just hand draw those, hand cut them, and then I will use those same circles because I'm cutting on the inside of the circle. I can cut those circles and use that size for the mats for the papers. And that seems to work out. All right, so I've got those, and I'm going to, I decided that was a little tight over there, so I'm going to use this turquoise on one, and then I have a piece of green. I have a small stack of scrap papers and photo mats that I'm going to use to help embellish. So here I have some different photos or different photo mats, and then I'm going to cut away here and finish matting everything in white, and then I will proceed to double mat some of the photos. Get out my little scout to take care of those two circle mats. I have to say this is really convenient for traveling and like this retreat. It has a 3-inch wide mat, so you can get a lot done. Pretty good for scrapbooking or for card making. Of course, sometimes I want to cut bigger things, so I have my bigger one at home. But this worked out great, and it was a lot less to travel with. So I've got those two circular photos, and I do remember to ink them. And then I have to figure out the matting for the rest of the photos. And figure out a layout that works. So I'm pretty okay with that. And then I have to start laying in which pictures I think, or which photo mats will work. And some of the photos were too big, and I had to move things around a little bit. So this is where I'm just auditioning different colors, trying to make sure I can coordinate what might be where. Not trying to get too much of one color and one on one side and maybe not enough on the other side. So I have this little embellishment that I got on, I think it was the safari themed embellishment swap. It's really cute and the colors match perfectly. So I was really happy to make use of that on this page and have it kind of as a focal point on that right-hand page. Here I decided I'm going to trim this photo a little bit, just give the page a little bit more breathing room. And then I also have this ephemera card that says, I can't remember what it says, but it fits in. And so I'm going to use it as an embellishment also, I think. I think it stays on the page. So as you can tell, I'm fussing around with it a little bit, not completely happy with that side yet. And then I have two parts to the title. I have this, I guess, enamel title that says Adventure, and then I was going to spell out the word Coba. So here I fussed around quite a bit more and got the matting done off camera. And here you can see I've laid in Coba, and I shifted those photos down so that I would have room for it, and then Coba Adventure reads across the top. So just a little shifting around of things, and then I realized that I need probably a journal spot, so I add this blue scrap of paper, keeping it pretty simple. And then I have all these other embellishments on a sticker sheet that I want to make use of. So this naturally sort of lends to a triangle of embellishments. So one on the far left, and then top center, and then middle right. And I have a variety of some stickers, some enamel stickers, all sorts of different stuff. And they're from different kits, different sources. Just finishing up with those embellishments and trying to remember to ink everything. And I shifted that down so that those wordy bits could be coming sort of from that same embellishment. So just trying to build up some clusters. And this is a little arrow, a little line, and I decide that it will help highlight that word adventure since it's a little light. It's a little bit see-through, a little translucent, so it doesn't stand out as much as I would want. But adding that line there helps. And then just the last little bits. So I was really happy that all of these embellishments worked out. A lot of travel themed things. And that jungle explorer. Then I have these turquoise enamel dots. They are from the Paper Studio, I believe. And we're about to do some close-ups as we finish up these enamel dots. So please give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment if you liked it or what you might do differently. And come back because I have several more page kits that I put together. I also have some base pages that I did recently. On this same trip, I made 3 base pages, and so I'll show that video. And I also have a haul video coming up to show the new Mercy Tiara kit, so come back for that in the next day or two. So here we go with page number 2. You can see some of those fun embellishments. Thanks for watching, you guys.